So 97 years, almost a century. This is how long Unilever has been operating in Ghana, serving the country, but also serving the people of the country. And that has been possible thanks to you. So let me start by saying thank you very much. Of course, it has been a journey where together we've launched great innovations with great brands, but also where we've innovated the way we've been making our product available to the people we serve. Back in the days, we used to rely a lot on the wholesalers, and I have to pause and say thank you to them because they're still very much relevant to us. But then, as time has changed, we introduced a key distributor scheme, and it has served us very well. And again, I have to pause here and say thank you to every one of you, because thanks to that partnership and the dedication that you've given, Unilever has maintained its position of being a leader of this market. So today's conference, I would like to see it as a launch of us together writing a new chapter for this great business that we have. A new chapter, of course, taking into account where we're coming from, but projecting ourselves into the future, asking every time this very question: where are the people that we serve are going to be shopping tomorrow? And making sure that together we design systems that would make the product available where they will be shopping. So I have all faith in this country, I have all faith in the business, and most importantly, I have all faith in our partnership going forward. So thank you for being here, and I wish you all well for the conference.
Indeed, the desire to reach as many homes as possible with our brands has always been a driving force behind the innovative sales and marketing activities we've engaged in over the years. Developing the network needed to deliver our vision remains an endless venture for us. Our focus has always been to look into the future as a way to sustain our leadership in the marketplace.
The KD system is only a small part, very important, but a small part of the customer management approach. I was an accounts man, and I was asked to come and do this because it needed not just the sales approach, but it needed to be business. The previous route to market had very many players. We were trying to reduce the number of steps. So we were hoping to have just 3 steps: Unilever, key distributor, and retailer, and therefore from there straight to the consumer.
So we appointed 14 guys, and then they started. Now, having started the project, clearly there were challenges.
And when we did the review, the larger part of our retail was actually tabletops and small shops, not big, large environments, which meant we had to think again.
Because the issue was this: the territories in themselves were very large. The resource required to properly service a territory was very huge. And so the strategy was, we were moving away from our system of distribution, but we did not want to put all our eggs into the key distributor basket. So we had decided to keep a crop of direct customers whom we will still be servicing in case the KD does not really take hold.
But even before we started the key distributor scheme, once we had done the theory work and understood that we needed to change the way we're working and bring in this new channel, we had to understand who we were working with. So we had to do something called outlet mapping. It meant we had to walk the whole of Ghana and to count how many retailers there were. So we went from area to area, counting and giving them numbers and so forth, so that we knew the optimum numbers that a key distributor was supposed to cover.
Now, in the rollout, we had a cluster map. And so when we came to a region, say Volta region, now remember I said we had a list of customers who were going to pass on to the KD and customers who were going to be direct. Now the task was to identify which of the direct customers would be a suitable KD, because we were looking for somebody with the right kind of mindset.
It had to be people who were interested in growing with us. Not just a lot of the wholesalers were there looking for money, and as soon as they got money, then they built hotels and things like that. They were the people who were serious and wanted to do the business for a long time.
We ended up with 14 KDs by end of December 1995. Okay, so that was how we went about changing the system.
So it is for the company to make better money and better margins, and for the trade to make better margins selling our products. So it wasn't just go and sell, it was do it and be happy because you are making much better money.
An integral part of the system has been its deployment in the marketplace where day-to-day wholesale and retail activities take place. Clearly, it's taken ingenuity, commitment, and dedication to establish our presence, gain share, and be in the lead in the market.
Because the idea for Liver was not just to fill the market, but also to do business regularly and consistently. But above all, beat the competition doing it. And also satisfy the consumer. And the consumer wanted to have accessibility, they wanted to have affordability. So we needed to make sure that they were happy.
When I joined the business in 1990, we were the salesmen. We used to go around and take orders ourselves. Now we have passed on that role to the KD salesperson. So how effective the guy does the job, okay, determines how well the job gets done. Okay, and that job will only get done if it's getting inspected.
Unilever has certainly come a long way since the KD system started and has equally been supporting the efforts of the KDs to penetrate the markets and maintain its leadership. We've seen portfolio expansion, improved formulations, and sustained advertising activity for scaling up awareness. KDs have also benefited from frequent financial management workshops aimed at improving their capacity to handle increased volumes of business and investments.
Answer na Unilever, Liver Brothers na newo. Gold near free company Unilever Brothers. Na Liver Brothers no, they know me and say no more direct distributors. Nti ekoba say on person me order my kra na area manager no and the call rounds and na why order no man we are no akoye banker's draft na udi etuaka.
They saw me and said, yeah, they want me to stop selling Dino and come and sell Frito those days. So I think I remember I was very young, 28 years old. So we were buying directly 1995. Actually, the KD system was set up in 96. So we used to buy from A-Life. So when they sent us to the various distributors, we used to be at A-Life's end. And then 1996, there was a little issue with A-Life. So they started running the dummy system. So we started buying from the dummy system, and then they decided to go start looking for a new KD. So we applied in 96, early 96. And I quite remember they are all older men and stuff like that. Young guy of 28 years, I decided to apply.
The Akoba answer no be pick on. No information efi market and the customers are a war be a Ashanti nyina ahu say sa KDC sa na nipa nan why na say ye fa no na omo di nipa na ma no the true that no na omo e fa me.
I told them that, you know, I do not have much money, but I think I've got ideas that I'll be able to run the business. So I left my shop in Okanshi in Accra, came back to Kumasi to run it. So that was how we began, you know, the KD, running the Unilever key distributor system.
As an educated in the Bamau, I was saying, who said, a near man bar, a hen on the bibu, warehouse, Vansa, would the bay saying money in on a mature. And tea a coba say, a baby kid in no Vansa or the bayejuma, a home my echo to new Vans, fee companies nibi ho, Emma at the best party a Jumano.
Managing trade was a bit different. It was very easy because the people want to pay you on time. Otherwise, they will not even get it. Sometimes some people were even prepared to pay advance and wait for the products. unlike today.
There have certainly been exciting times for the business over the years and a lot of experience to draw from. That notwithstanding, a lot of work needs to be done now, considering the level of competition faced in the marketplace.
We all thought that was going to be cumbersome, but it was very straightforward. And I must say that those early days as a KD was very interesting in my life. I mean, we enjoyed doing the job. We didn't have much problems with servicing customers. There wasn't too much of credit in the system. People were even sometimes ready to deposit against stocks coming. We didn't have too much competition, as in influx of all sorts of soaps. And all people knew was Key Soap, Geisha, Blue Band. That time we were doing Wholesome. So our brands were leading brands, and people really had patronized it. So sales was not that difficult.
There is a huge competition out there with our product lines. We are fighting it from the ground. We go to a shop, and then you see a mother soap which has shea butter, geisha shea butter color. I am working in one of the low-income territories. So if the mother soap is 90 pesos and geisha is 3 cedis, definitely the person will go for mother soap because the color looks the same.
There is certainly the need to innovate, re-engineer, and reposition ourselves in the market if we are to remain relevant to the consumer and the shopper.
Unilever should try to involve the KDs in decision making a little bit more. There was a time, I think 3 years ago in Kumasi, that Moses raised that they would hold back 0.25% of our commissions, and then it will be invested for us, so that by the time you would walk out, you would have something to walk out with. We later heard some of the KDs are not for it, but some of us are for it, and we would love it if it will happen, so that we can work comfortably and not get worried that when I retire or when I leave the business, what am I going to live on, or what am I going to depend on?
As KDs, you have formed the backbone of this business over the years, and we pride ourselves as partners with you. We want to take this partnership to a new height, working together and supporting each other for the growth of our businesses. Let us spend time during this conference to reflect and plan on the way forward. The world around us is changing fast, and we cannot afford to fall behind. We've always been market leaders, and we must work together to maintain this position together. Enjoy this conference.